Hi, I'm Robert Monge, an instruction librarian at Western Oregon University. Let's create a scatter plot in Google Sheets. Start off by highlighting your data. In this example, I'm going to be looking at study time versus test score. From the top of the toolbar, select Insert, then come down to Chart. Google Sheets recognize that I am creating a scatter plot, but if not, on the right-hand side, you can go to Chart Type, the drop-down menu, and then find which one you're looking for, in this case, scatter plot. But since Google Sheets correctly guessed the appropriate chart, I'm going to just stick with that. Next, you want to customize, so select Customize. If you don't have these options here, go to the three dots and then Edit. This will let you make adjustments to your scatter plot. You don't really need to do anything in chart style. You could change the background color, but I don't think that's necessary. You do want to look at your chart and axis titles. Start off with your chart title. I'm calling this test score versus study time. Now in these options below here, you can make adjustments to the title. I'm going to make that Arial, 20, bold, center, and I'm going to change that to black. You can play around with different options here. From the drop-down menu then, I want to adjust my horizontal axis title. The title is pretty good, so I'm just going to change the font to Arial and the size to 16. Next, I want to check my vertical axis title. And again, I think the title is fine, so I'm just going to adjust the font and the font size so that the vertical axis title matches the horizontal axis title. From Series, if you want to change the color of your scatter plots dots, you can do that. I'm going to change those to purple. You can make the point size bigger or smaller, depending on how you want that to look. I'm going to stick with the 7. And if you want, you can add a trend line. You can make that linear, or you could try different options here. I'm going to stick with the linear. And you can change the line color. So if I wanted to make that black, I can make that a little bit more comparable to the dots there. There's nothing to do with the legend. On the horizontal axis, you could change the value of the lines, but 0 to 4 captures this data pretty well. On the vertical axis, you can also change the value of the lines. So I don't have a lot of information down here below 50, so I could make that a minimum of 50 and a maximum of 100. That is the test scores. So now you can see that that's a much more readable in terms of the graphs there. Under the grid lines and ticks, if you want to add the minor grid lines so you can get a little bit more nuanced data, you can make those adjustments. When you are happy with your scatter plot, select the three dots, copy chart, open up a Google Doc, right-click, select Paste or Control-V on your keyboard. You will get a link to spreadsheet option. To see how that works, check out the video on this guide. Or you can select Paste Unlinked. This is the easiest and simple option to paste into Google Docs. Select Paste. Now I've created a scatter plot in Google Sheets and pasted it into a Google Doc.